You want to change your life, but you don't know where to start. Let me give you the exact action steps that you can take today to improve your life in different areas. Number 1, physical health. It is very easy or simple to improve your physical health. There are 3 things that you mainly need to focus on: sleep, diet, and exercise. Let's start with sleep. You want to go roughly at the same time to bed every single day, and you want to wake up roughly at the same time every single day. You also want to get enough sleep, so at least maybe 8 hours minimum. I mean, that's a lot for people my age, but I mean, it's required to be well rested. Diet. With your diet, you want to avoid ultra processed foods. Ultra processed foods are things that have a huge label on the bag where you don't even know what the ingredients really are. If you go into a store and you want to buy an apple, it's just an apple, 100% apple, there's nothing else inside of it. But if you buy chips, for example, there are 30 ingredients in those, and you don't really know exactly what is actually mentioned at the back of the packaging. So you want to avoid stuff like this and want to switch to whole foods, things that you can buy and that are just 100% potato, 100% tomato, and you want to cook your own food with that. If you just do that, you are way better off than 80% of the people. Then I would avoid seed oils. So don't buy sunflower oil, switch to animal-based fats. Like, just go with butter. Butter is actually the best thing that I could recommend. It's not that crazy to avoid like seed oils. Try to avoid them, cut them out, and also try to avoid that much sugar. If you eat fruits all day long, even though you maybe think they're healthy, if you just eat only like fruits, it can have an impact on your health. So look out for that, and also like avoid things like chocolate and all of that. I mean, I myself am not perfect in my diet. I do cheat on my diet, even though I don't have like a strict one. But you just want to cut out as many of those bad snacks as possible and want to implement those good ones as much as possible. Number 3, physical exercise. I did a video about that specific topic, like a beginner workout routine that anyone can do a while back. I think it's already 1 year old. Basically, in this video, I just teach that you can pick out one exercise, for example, push-ups, that's the most common one, and try to do as many in 10 minutes or 15 minutes. Or you try to do 100 push-ups as fast as possible. Or just see how many push-ups you can do in a row without going or breaking it. Those are exercises, home workouts that you could do today and that don't take long. Take 1 or maybe even 2 exercises and just repeat them as much as possible. Just get your heart rate up and get the blood flowing. I mean, that already helps a lot if you don't do anything before that. If you're a bit more advanced, of course, you can get a gym membership, or you can join an athletic club, or you can go to M&A. Like, find something that you also enjoy doing. I play football with people my age, and it's really fun. I'm always excited for the training. And even though I'm not exactly building up that much muscle as I technically could, just playing this team sport is really fun for me, and it's a good way to get this exercise in, even if it's not my main focus right now. So let's go over to number 2, your mental health. Your mental health is also very important and often overlooked by young folks. If you are a gamer, for example, I always shit on gamers, but most of them don't have the best mental health. I just want to help you, okay? Chill out. To improve your mental health, there are a couple of things you can do. One very easy step that you could take today is gratitude journaling. I talked about this already a couple of times on my channel, where you basically take a piece of paper, a pen, and write down 3 or 5 things that you're grateful for and why you're grateful for them. If you do that daily, at some point you will just be a grateful person. There will be thoughts of gratefulness come into your mind during your day-to-day life. And that's wholesome, because being grateful is a very easy step that you can take to be happy. If you're grateful about one thing, you can't be unhappy, if that makes sense. And if you're a bit more advanced, you can also start to think about the bad things that happened to your life, like bad things that happened to you, that you can be grateful for. But that's more advanced. Like, just write down, I'm grateful for my parents because they feed me, whatever. Just write it down. Something linked with gratitude journaling is journaling itself, where you write down your thoughts about one topic, like, do I want to go to university? That's a big question, but it shows the point. And you write down all the things that would argue for that and all the things that would argue against that. Write down your concerns, your fears, and just get it all out. Because if you do that, you can see what actually is the true motivation behind one action that you want to take. Like, oh yes, I want to get this new job. Well, maybe I actually don't want to get this new job. I just want this job so other people don't think that I'm lazy. Like, there are things that you can find out about yourself that are crazy, and you only get that through journaling, through writing down all of the stuff that you're feeling. And by the way, feeling, if you have a bunch of emotions bundled up, just write them down, because after that you will be more relaxed. So journaling is something that is very underrated. You could start doing that today, and also do it on paper. Take a pen and a piece of paper, and don't just do it on your phone. I myself always struggled with journaling on my phone, so it's way more effective if you actually write down on a piece of paper. Okay, let's go over to the next habit, meditation. You can meditate with ease right now. Just focus on your breath. Take a deep breath in, count to 1, breathe out, count to 2. Just focus on your breath while sitting in a comfortable position, and try to do that as long as possible. If you meditate for an extended period amount of time, you will get more focused. You will be able to just be present in the current moment instead of always, thinking about random songs that you heard, whatever. So meditating, they're like, I have to specify this. There's not one right way to meditate. There are also things like gratitude meditation or visualization meditation, whatever. There are a bunch of different variants, but the most common one and the most effective one is just focusing on your breath and trying to be more present in the moment, in your surroundings, because that will allow you, that if you have a conversation or you're doing some sort of work, to be present. And this is so underrated, because if you're talking to someone who isn't present, who has something else that they are thinking about, you can sense it. You can see that if someone is looking your way, thinking about something else, it's not really enjoyable to talk to them. So even if you think it's silly for yourself, just do it for your peers, for the people that you care about, because if you're present with them, they will feel more valued. All right, and the last step that you can take to improve your mental health is go outside. It seems a bit silly, but trust me with this one. It's actually the damn phone. The time where I've spent outside are like the times where I had the most fun. Times when after school I would just go to the park and be outside, just by being there. It was way more fun for me. I mean, that's partially the reason why winter sucks so much, because you can't go outside. So even if it's cold where you live, try to go outside, try to meet up with new people once in a while. It actually does improve your mental health a lot. Don't just stay indoors all day long. But I think that's common sense. So try to implement this at least once a week. All right, let's go to number 3, and that's business or money. Business or money. If you don't have an online business right now, or business that you can work towards, or a job, whatever, if you don't have anything along the line and you're just sitting there, okay, I want to make money online. Okay, that's great. Calm down. Let me take you through the steps that you can take to actually go in the right direction, that at some point you can also make money. I think about maybe actually doing a full guide on all of like the mindset for money, whatever. but that's a topic for the future. Let me give you the quick rundown. If you want to make money, you need to have a skill that other people are willing to pay for. Makes sense. You need to have a product that you can sell to someone that benefits their lives, that solves a problem. You can do that by either creating like an info product, do it yourself, like a cooking book. A cooking book is, okay, here are the steps you need to take to get this result. All my videos are do it yourself. I can talk about one topic as long as I want to, but at the end of the day, you have to do the action. So I only give the input and you have to do it yourself. Then there's also do it with you. This, like if you have a workshop, if you have a pottery workshop, for example, and the teacher is going around and helping a bit and, taking you by the hand and guiding you through the process, that is doing or done with you. People pay a lot more for done with you. Imagine you have a pottery program where you just get like a bunch of videos of a guy teaching you how to create a mug, or you have someone that looks over your shoulder and gives you advice on the things that you are doing right now. So that is done with you. The last thing is done for you. Most businesses that are like, most normal businesses are done for you. If there's someone who creates a mug for you and he sells you the mug, so he already gives you the finished product. This is done for you. So things like exercise, there is nothing like done for you. No one else can lift those weights for you. It's maybe done with you if you have a personal trainer. Or you have a painting. Painting can be done with you, like someone is looking over your shoulder while you're painting. It could also be do it yourself, where you have a tutorial and you just follow it. Or even done for you, if you have a wish in mind for one painting that you have up on your wall and someone is painting that for you. So you can see that even if you have one skill, there are multiple different ways to sell it. Now you actually need to have a skill and an audience that wants to buy this, like a product that you can give to them that solves a problem. Now, if you want to find something that you at some point also enjoy doing it, start to look at the stuff that you already have. What skills that you already acquire in the past that you maybe could turn into something profitable? What are the things that you just enjoy doing that you maybe, we're not talking about like making money right now. What are the skills? What are the things that you already know that you enjoy doing and that maybe can get you money in the future? You want to stick to those things because there's no reason at all to go into drop shipping, for example, if you have never like shown interest into that topic yourself. If you really don't care about creating this Instagram post or this TikTok, don't go into dropshipping because it seems like fast money. You want to find work that actually is purposeful, something that you actually care about, and not just something that you saw online that can make a lot of money very fast, because doing that won't get you anywhere. You don't want to be in a job or in your own business that you don't like just because it makes money. So like I said, focus on the things that you already have or that you think would be quite enjoyable if you would learn them. So for example, before starting out really on YouTube, I thought about pottery. Okay, I could create mugs all day long, I can sell them on my small online shop. And this idea isn't completely off the table because I still enjoy doing pottery, but it's not something that I'm that passionate about. I'm way more into creating online videos and editing, so that's why I'm mainly focusing on YouTube. But for example, if you're doing, I always take pottery as an example, but there could be other things. If you're, for example, for creating art deco for Christmas, whatever. If you're really into drawing or gluing things together for Christmas, whatever, choose something that you're already interested in, and then just start to do it more consistently. If you're somewhat into video editing, just record a bunch of videos and try to edit them as good as possible. Why not do more of the thing that maybe could get you money in the future, right? And even if nothing comes from that and you don't gain any money from that, at least you have one skill that you can use maybe other ways in the future. So doing something is always the best option. So don't sit around and get to work. Okay, so hopefully at this point of time, if you actually want to start making money online, you have to have a skill that you can monetize. If you have your product, your skill, whatever, you also need an audience, like a target audience that you can sell to. This could not only be like the average Joe. Most people choose a younger version of themselves. Like, oh, I had this problem in the past, then I did this, and now this problem is gone. Or someone who is similar to them. So if you're creating mugs, for example, you can sell to other potters. I don't always want to choose pottery for an example, but okay. You can take any example, but pottery is such an easy example that is just near to me, so understand that, please. Okay. So you need your product and you need someone to sell it to, and then you need a way to communicate to those people that you exist. So you could have the best mug in the world for the best price, whatever, but if no one knows that you exist, you can't sell it to anyone. So you need to do some sort of marketing. I myself do YouTube videos. You can also post on Instagram or TikTok. Just choose the platform that you yourself already use the most. So if most of the time you spend on Instagram scrolling away, start posting on there. Start posting on Instagram and don't just consume it. I want you to go from the consumer stage to the producer stage. Just pick the platform that you interact with the most and start posting content about the stuff that you do. That's the easiest way. You can also, if you already have a bit of money on your hand, run ads, like Facebook ads, for example, where you pay money to let people know that you exist. If you're just starting out and you have no experience, this probably isn't the best way to go. I myself also don't do that. You can just call people that you already know, like, hey John, it's me, I created this new thing and I think it will help you. Just call people, DM people that you already know. That's like warm outreach. You try to get customers just by knowing a lot of people or getting referrals. And there's also cold outreach. You see those in like call centers where people have a huge list of numbers and they call, hello, yeah, we are I'm this guy and do you want to buy this product, whatever. So you just call people who don't know you at all and you try to sell something to them. Like, those are the main options that you can choose to actually promote yourself. Okay, so hopefully by this point of time, if you want to make money, you have something that you can sell to people, a skill that you've learned, a product that you can sell. You have the audience, like the people that you want to sell a product to, and you have a way to market yourself to let people know that your product exists. There are, of course, countless of other things that I could go into right now, but those are the 3 things you need to know before starting out. With all of these things and generally on self-improvement, you have to sacrifice a lot. You can't just start doing all of the good habits if you still hang around with your old ones. You can't possibly work on your own business and start to practice your own mental health if you're still gaming for 5 hours every day. It's goddamn near impossible to fit in all of the fun, pleasurable activities whilst also trying to improve your life. So you need, it's the bare minimum, you need to sacrifice the stuff that you're doing right now to get the stuff that you desire. So ask yourself, you can journal about this, we talked about it, you can journal about this. What are the things that I'm willing to sacrifice for my goals? What are the things that I could give up today to finally reach my target weight, my target monthly income? What are the things that I can sacrifice to be happy, to feel free? Not only what are the things that I can sacrifice, what are the people that I can sacrifice? Like, who should I cut off to get me closer to my goals? Now you can see that it takes not just a bit of like 1 or 2 hours every day. No, going this step takes all of you. Not just a bit, not 50%, not 80%, it takes all of you. If you actually want to get results, you need to sacrifice as much as possible. Of course, you can't sacrifice everything today. It is a process that needs time. But what is one thing that you cut out of your life? Like, what is a thing that you could cut out today to get you closer to your goals? If you find something that you could stop doing that would get you closer today or every day, if you find every day one thing that you could get you closer to your goal, you're on a good path. For most people, the most obvious thing that they can sacrifice is scrolling online. I mean, there's no benefit doing that. Easy sacrifice. Other thing is staying up late and always watching movies, for example. A very easy thing that you can sacrifice. Playing video games for multiple hours each day, easy thing that you need to sacrifice. It gets way harder in the end when you even need to sacrifice the good habits. I could work out more. I could like watch my diet a bit better. But those are things that I need to sacrifice to some degree, not everything, but to some degree, to get me working towards the goals that are currently my main priority. So I hope this video gave you somewhat of the first sparks of inspiration on your self-improvement journey. This video isn't here to explain everything in detail. No, it's just to give you an overview, an idea of what things you can change in your life to eventually be grateful for the stuff that you did, because your life is just amazing. If you want to hear from me like one topic in more detail, put that in the comments. I'm happy to make a video about one specific thing that I talked about in way more detail. So like I said, put that in the comments. If you want to go on calls with me and you want to go on your journey with me, like done with me, you can join my school community. It's 100% free. You can sign up today, no cost with that at all. I do it for free right now. So you can click the top link in the description. Thank you so much for watching, and I see you in the next one. See ya.